everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
Griff?
Bucket.
I thought he forgot for a second. I was like,
And
uh-oh.
I forgot to silence my phone.
Hey, but nobody called, so it's fine. Nobody would have even noticed
yeah,
if you
luckily.
didn't say anything.
Well, I know. But I had to make sure.
What's up? Oak's not here. I promise we didn't kick him off the show. He's just consistently had things scheduled on podcast Sundays. So, not my fault. Sorry. Okay, so I guess there's some new stuff.
Yeah, it's been it's only been 2 weeks, and the world is slow these days. It's not very interesting. As the years have gone on, the news cycles have kind of slowed down to being like bi-yearly. You get one in June for the Summer Games Fest and one in December for the
Well, I mean, there's like Gamescom and everything. Summer has a few things that are like smooshed together-ish, and then
it's not even that big.
Otherwise, it's kind of a drought. But there's some stuff to talk about. Did you want to start? Which one did you want to start with? Because it's like two sets essentially. And then one has a subset.
There's only two big stories, I should say. It's the Borderlands 4 release and Randy Pitchford just being Randy Pitchford.
Okay, well, we can...
and then we'll start with that one and then get to the Nintendo one,
yeah,
which I'm sure most people have heard about that one.
It's bad. So the game came out, and some people are like, hey, this is pretty cool, and some people are like, hey, my system meets your requirements for running this, and it runs like garbage. And Randy Pitchford's like, well, that's your fault, isn't it? That's pretty much... That man cannot... If somebody could just take away his phone and access to a computer...
He has too much of an ego just to let it go. Because this is simple stuff, too. Like, this is stuff that that you can recover from.
And he sends mixed messaging. One, it's dumb to have nobody in PR be your filter for this. So your dumbass is tweeting straight to the people. Stop using Twitter to deliver every single thought that passes through your stupid brain. And that goes for everybody. Just don't. You don't have to post literally every thought that you've ever had. You're not writing some genius novel here, I promise, and you're not making that big of a deal. Nobody cares. But he said that it's pretty darn optimal. Okay, so the complaint is that there's FPS problems, optimization issues, stutters, screen tearing, a lot of this stuff that just makes it hard to play the game. And he's like, nah, it's your PC. Everybody's got to understand that you can't have everything. So you got to choose. Do you want frame rate or do you want like optimization stuff? Because it's going to be one or the other. Nah, motherfucker, how come this only happens with your games then? If it's always got to be one or the other, how come it's just you? It just... He also, on top of everything else, as far as the PC concerns, he's like, oh, this is not a competitive FPS, so we don't have to adhere to all of this other stuff. You can tweak your settings. And then later, because console people are complaining that there's no way to change their field of view and it's giving people motion sickness, he was like, yeah, well, we couldn't let there be a field of view slider because it would affect fairness. Fairness for what? You just literally said it wasn't a competitive FPS. Pick a motherfucking lane and stay there. Is it or isn't it? Because then he's like, oh, you don't know what the team and I are working on behind the scenes. Oh, yeah, we do. You just told us. By saying that it would be unfair. You're working on multiplayer. We fucking aren't stupid. You are. Jesus. I'm sorry. I obviously have a lot of feels that I've pent up about this. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, Borderlands used to be one of your favorite series.
I know. I was just talking earlier to you guys, too, about, like, oh, I feel like I've lost some passion, and then this kind of stuff, and it's like, maybe not.
Yeah, well, I mean, the general gist of Borderlands 4 has been pretty good. They seem to have hit the story a lot better this time, more serious tones, more realistic, I say realistic in the Borderlands universe, style of story in the main part of it, and they've added a lot of the looser, funnier, lighthearted, kind of goofy stuff to the outsides of it to kind of break up the tension through the story, which I feel like is a much better balance. It's just that the game is not very well optimized right now, which is apparently the story of the year, or the last couple of years.
Yeah.
On optimization for these big companies.
I mean,
It's just a common thing these days
well,
too. These games are just struggling out of the gate.
and it's pretty easy. If you are a smart person, which Randy Pitchford is not,
No,
your public response on Twitter should have been as simple as, "Hey, it's come to our attention that some people are struggling with this, and we are looking into it on our side to see what we might be able to offer in the form of a patch to help correct some of these issues. Please be patient. Hopefully we can get you back to your preferred gaming experience." Not, it's your hardware. You're not running it. You've got to pick and choose between, quality and quantity. Do you want more sparkles on the screen? Well, if so, that's going to slow down your FPS, but you got to pick one or the other because the sparkles are really cool. We put them there for a reason, you guys, for real. Do you want them?
the biggest thing is he goes on about if you're really that upset about it, then you can just go ahead and hit that refund button. If you can't run it, then you can go ahead and return it. And it's like, why are you telling your community to give the game? Like, you should be like, hey, I hear you. We're working on it. We will do everything we can to make sure that you guys can be able to play the game that you want, instead of like, hey, quit bitching or just refund it.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
but that's the
chill
thing,
out.
like, a lot of people are, and maybe it's one of those ignorance is bliss things. A lot of people play a game without ever, going to Twitter to see what the guy who made it is shouting into the void. Maybe that's a better way to exist, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to support that guy. Like, yeah, am I interested in it? Do I want to see if they've, gotten it back, Borderlands back to a point where it feels like Borderlands again instead of, haha, funny jokes, I'm hilarious? Yeah, I'd love to know. Am I gonna buy it? No, because that money would go to Randy Pitchford, and I just really don't want it to.
I would say just wait till next year where you can get the Game of the Year edition for like $2.99.
I mean, that's how it worked with Borderlands 3. It went on, like, huge, massive sale about a year into its life because people weren't playing it and didn't like it.
Yep. Yeah, this one probably won't go down to $2.99, but it'll definitely go low, I'm sure. I am sure.
Yeah, eventually it'll hit $2.99, just not within a year.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Give
sure.
it a couple of years. About 4 years, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 years, sure. But yeah, it's typical for Randy Pitchford these days. Sometimes these big vocal CEOs just have too big of an ego for them to hear anything else outside of their own head.
Yeah. He's
stop
always
talking
had
and...
that ego. Like, the whole time. He just can't stop himself from being so far up his own ass. Like, he's one of those people that definitely lives off the smell of his own farts. Like, that's just all there is to it. And he can't stop himself. He's addicted. Like, Kojima at least will shut up. Like, he used to be that egomaniac, but he will just shut up and sit in the corner and work on his project. Randy Pitchford can't stop himself from yelling at his fans. Like, it's not even like yelling at the naysayers. It's yelling at people who want to love your game. And you just can't stop yourself.
I'll give it to Kojima. Kojima kind of matured to where he's still a bit of an egomaniac.
But he can be
he's
quiet
one of those
about
that
it.
are like, yeah, he's quiet about it. He thinks very highly of himself, which is just, so be it, brother man, you can. But he doesn't constantly berate everybody around him who doesn't agree with him. But that's also, you gotta understand, it's very, very different culture. You have Randy Pitchford and somebody like Kojima who are very, very different culturally and understand things in a whole lot different views. So, I mean, Kojima has grown up or matured into a point of where he can, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I respect it. That's fine. We're going to fix it. I got you. And the people that like badmouth are like, your game is too convoluted. And he's like, yes, that's exactly what I want. Perfect. I'm sorry if you don't understand it. That's okay. I mean, there are other ways to enjoy my medium. But yeah, he never berates people or talks down to them or anything like that. Like, Randy Pitchford's like, oh, you think I did something wrong? Well, guess what? You did it wrong. But I didn't even buy your game. Well, that's what you did wrong. You didn't buy it.
And he acts like he's got some big cult following that's willing to, like, have his back, a bunch of ride or die homies. But it's his fan base that's complaining. And I say that as somebody that was part of the fan base. Like, that man is just insane. Make him stop talking. Stop letting him address the public. Just stop it. Stop it. It turns way more people off than it's ever gonna be. Like, I think we're just past the point, and maybe it's because I'm an old person now. Maybe it's me. But I'm past being like, oh, I'm jumping on the bandwagon with this meme lord over here because he's so funny. Look at how he rages. It's hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's stupid. It's stupid. Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah.
Fix your game.
Yeah, just stop talking to fix your game. It'll be fine. I guarantee it'll be fine once your people get on to fixing it.
I have to assume that this one screenshot... I was looking at the Steam page. I have to assume this one screenshot is supposed to be the bad guy, and... Wow, he just can't pull himself away from Handsome Jack, can he? I mean, it's not Jack, but it shares a lot of features. I'm just saying. And of course, Moxie's in it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I wonder if Lilith's in it too. It's mixed on Steam right now, by the way.
Yeah, it's mixed because of poor performance.
Yes, a lot of people are like, it seems like the story is cool. I wish I could play it, but it's unplayable. So, guess I won't. So.
Yerp. Well,
I'm surprised that Steam's not doing letting people do a mass return if they've done more than the couple hours.
Well,
to be fair, for everybody who uses Steam, the Steam refund for the 2 hours is usually automated when you do that. If you are over 2 hours,
you can kind of
contact them and you can talk to them. Steam actually has people, and they are usually pretty generous. Now, if you've got like 400 or 500 hours in it, no. But if you've got like 6 or 7, 8 hours, and you're like, I have tried so long to try to get this thing to work, and I just can't get it. Can I have a refund? Let me see your account. Okay, you don't have it. You don't have a history of doing this. You got 7 hours in it. Okay, you go ahead and refund.
Yeah.
Because Steam is one of like the only bastion in the gaming world that is willing to work with the consumers and help them. So, I mean,
they're still a company, and yes, they're still making money, and no, they don't do everything perfectly. There's no such thing as perfection.
I'm not saying, I was gonna say, I did not in any part of my word did I say they were perfect. I said that they work with people.
Yes.
You can't get a refund from almost anybody else for any reason.
Yeah, they're pretty
not
legit
anymore.
about it, so, there's that.
Yes. And yeah, they definitely have their
moments.
Their problems on the inside, like, so, but that's
what are you gonna do?
A deeper discussion for a different day and different pieces of it. But anyway, the other big thing that's been going on, and I like when I saw this, because usually I'm like a Nintendo fanboy. Yeah, man,
I have not been a Nintendo fan in a little while now. I won't lie, partially because of this kind of behavior.
Why are you patenting some horribly impossible to what's the word I'm looking for? No, not justify. Enforce. Impossible to enforce patents like this, because apparently they got a fucking patent to where, let's see, it's like throwing out a monster to battle another monster.
It, quote unquote, covers the gameplay mechanic of summoning a sub character to let it fight another.
Yeah, there you go.
The application was filed in March of 23 and has been granted without objection.
Which, to be fair, this article...
How does this affect Blizzard? Because Blizzard
This article states it perfectly.
Okay, good.
They will not be able to enforce it. They won't.
Okay.
You can't enforce this. This is way too broad.
Well, I mean...
Like, way too broad.
Because there are... Well, isn't that... There are several games that use a mechanic where you can call out another animal or item, monster, whatever, to fight another one. It's not just
because
Pokemon.
Then you're gonna slide.
If you're a hunter, well, guess what? You can summon an animal to fight shit for you.
No, even beyond that, battle pets. They've had battle pets since Cataclysm. So, I mean, they have their own Pokemon arena system already.
Hunters are going to have to get rid of pets because they can't summon a sub character. You got to Nintendo's going to remove pets from hunters. But like
what
any
do you do
card
for Final
game,
Fantasy?
any card game,
no more summons
summon
in
a
Final
sub character.
Fantasy.
Hearthstone's going to get banned because you can't summon sub characters to battle other characters.
That's any.
There's no way you can enforce this. No way. Like anything that you have a main character and you pull out a sub sub character.
Whoever is signing off on these patents at this point needs to basically go, look, Nintendo, calm the fuck down. We cannot do this shit. You're just getting pissy over a game, and you're doing nothing more than making more people just want to play it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's unbelievable. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say it's unbelievable that it was approved.
No, Nintendo's got money to grease some palms.
Yeah, especially with the way things are now. Money grease is a whole lot better nowadays.
Hey.
But there's no way that you could do this, and like you are far from the first person to do anything like this. Like you can go back to like Nintendo, if they would have patented this back in like 1890 when they were a trading card company, where it was like, we're going to patent a person putting a card down and playing it. It's like you can't do that. There's no way you can patent card games, which this is just a 3D evolution of card game, right? Pokemon cards? Same fucking principle. Just real life instead of in a video game. But yeah, there's no way to patent that in any
patenting
way.
Something that's gonna, well, I guess that you might try to apply retroactively is wild to me. Like, are you gonna tell me that you're gonna try to take down like Final Fantasy for having summons in their games from like 2 decades ago? Really? How? You know?
It's been more than 2 decades since Final Fantasy's done summons. They've been doing it since like what, the 90s.
1987 was the first Final Fantasy, and I'm pretty sure there were summons in that one, wasn't there? So your character,
I think so,
summons summoned, and they battle the other monsters. Yeah, brother. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. But that was the big one. That is just, it's not going to stand on its own.
Nintendo is so mad. Like the whole Palworld thing really fucking lit a fire under their ass for this shit. And that's, I'm sorry, I can't stop myself from cursing today. I'm sorry, everybody. But they are so laser focused on how to kneecap Palworld and get rid of it. And then they just can't, like, they can't close the deal on it, you know? They keep trying this shit. But it's one of those things where it's like, anybody's going to say it's ridiculous. You can't say, we're the only game ever in the whole existence of technology that will ever be allowed to have a game where you throw out a monster that fights another made-up monster. Nobody else can do that. It's hours and hours alone. Fuck you for being so successful and wanting to try to do that, to deliver to fans a thing they've been asking for a long time, and we refuse to give them because we like the original setup. You know, like, they're just so, this one studio, and I think that Pocket Pair should take that as kind of a win on, like, on a sub level. They have managed to do something that has just infuriated and inflamed the entirety of Nintendo. They just can't help it. It's weird.
I find it neat that it's like Nintendo is really good about innovating all their other series of games, like Donkey Kong and Mario and everything else. But when it comes to Pokemon, it hasn't felt as innovated
You didn't like the
Yeah,
trash
in the past
Pokemon and the keys Pokemon? That was super creative, right?
I mean, I think their biggest innovation would be Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like that one felt like a true innovation style, or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, like where they actually 3D worlded it and the Pokemon kind of pop up out of the grass and everything moves around. And it's like they do that one shot and they're like, we innovated, and then they go backwards.
Yeah.
They step forward one time and then they just run backwards.
Well, it's like, no,
Because
what
apparently-
people wanted was for you to expound upon that innovation and give them what essentially is Palworld, which is a big open world 3D space where you can battle, your Pokemon in the real world. Well, real world.
Which is what the Legends Arceus was.
and do it with friends is the other part. Like go around and be like, hey, we're in a little group. We're going to, and maybe add in your own little story into it, and go around to the gyms and get your badges. And
You know how much money they would make if they made a Pokemon MMO, and it's not even that damn hard.
Oh,
to
people
make
have
one.
tried, and Nintendo has consistently shut them down. You remember Temtem?
It's not even that hard. Could you imagine how much fun it would be if you could, like, imagine a game like Ark where it had servers, and then people could, you win 10 battles in a row against somebody who has the same level Pokemon. You get a leader trait. Then you can build your own gym, and then people can come to battle you and get you. You give them a badge. Cool.
The issue with that is that means that they would have to go on something other than a Switch. Because
Yeah.
running something like that on a Switch,
But isn't
that's
Palworld
going to
available
be-
on the Switch?
I don't know, actually. Is it?
Yes,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure it is.
I feel like it made its way over there, but maybe it didn't. I mean, Nintendo's so hyper focused on
I was
murdering
about to
it.
say, yeah, Nintendo's
Developers are
wanting to
considering
murder
a
it.
port to the Switch too, but no, the Nintendo Switch is not powerful enough to handle the Palworld.
So part of it is power needed
Yeah.
to run
To be
an
fair, just
open
make it for
world.
PC. Like, holy shit, come on, man. There are so many options. If they want to get into it, take these competitors and get better. We love to say competition makes it better for us, but Nintendo sees competition and is like, no, you're going to make us have to be better. No, we want to stay the same, so we're going to make it so that you can't do anything better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lovely stuff.
Well, Palworld is getting closer to their 1.0 release, so
Yeah, in 2026.
yeah, it's gonna be a little while, but I mean, it's on the horizon now instead of being a nebulous coming soon.
Yes. It is nice. I'm interested to see how it's going to look when it's a full 1.0.
Yes, they're
Like, is it gonna
currently
be that
working on
big of a
getting rid
difference?
of the jank, quote unquote.
I mean, Palworld is so much fun too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just good stuff.
We stopped playing it specifically to wait for the polish that was 1.1. It's just we didn't expect we'd be waiting quite as long as we have been.
Oh, I figured.
I
figured
mean,
it was gonna be a
to
couple
be
of
fair,
years.
like, yeah, I was about to say, compared to Ark,
True. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and also at least they're not doing like, oh, here's like 6 expansions while you wait for the actual game to release. Give us $30 for each of them.
Ugh. Ugh.
well, they're working towards their release as long as Nintendo can't figure out exactly how to kill them before then.
I have a feeling they're just going to end up releasing it and just ignoring Nintendo and just saying, fuck off.
Try it. Pretty much, I feel like it's going to be a try it. Take us to court and try it.
I mean,
Nintendo
they're in a
usually
lawsuit currently, so
Nintendo usually scares off people. Yeah, but it's one of those things where if the lawyer is any good for Palworld, is going to be like, hey, look at how much they are like floundering while they are trying this lawsuit. They are spamming patents as much as they can to try to very specifically hit
Is
on
the
mechanics.
Palworld company, is it American based or what
Pocket
country
Pair,
are they?
no.
Yeah.
Pocket Pair.
I think they are Japanese.
Are they Japanese or Korean?
I think they are Japanese, but I will.
We'll Google it. We'll find out.
Yeah, Japanese-based video
Okay.
game development.
Okay,
Shingawa,
so yeah,
Tokyo.
that would make it a little bit more harder to ignore the laws, because if they were in another country, they can just go, your shit don't apply to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, part of the other lawsuit is that Nintendo is arguing that mods shouldn't be recognized as prior art and are therefore irrelevant, because Palworld is pointing at a mod from Dark Souls 3 called Pocket Souls, and it changes Dark Souls into a Pokemon game. Use your flask to catch monsters, and then you can battle the monsters. And Nintendo doesn't believe that mods shouldn't be subject to patent infringement the same way Palworld is, which is very ironic because some people mod Pokemon games and receive cease and desist orders from Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if mods are not subject to copyright infringement or patent infringement,
then they don't have to listen to your cease and desist because it doesn't apply.
Yeah, because it's a mod.
So.
It's a mod.
Nintendo doesn't realize that they're shooting themselves in the foot.
It only applies when Nintendo wants it to apply, Grip. God, don't you know how CEOs work?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's one of those weird fights that I am not cool with them putting up, because this makes them look more desperate and
but I think that they've been
sad
because they've been embroiled in this battle constantly, since Palworld kind of snuck out there. I think Nintendo feels like at this point, if they give up, then it means that they're opening the floodgates to let everybody do clones of every game in their library. But it's one of those situations where it's like, Mario's just a platformer. You can skin that in any way, and it's, gonna be fine. I don't know why you're so upset about this. People kind of already do the thing that you're doing.
And for as big as Nintendo is, this whole entire lawsuit and how much they're trying to fight it makes them feel so insecure. It's like, oh wow, so a single company comes in and steps on your foot and you want to bring the entire house down on them, and it's like, wow.
But again,
aren't you big?
It is a little bit of an insecurity thing. They don't want people to feel like it's fine to make clones of their properties, but at the same time, where we're at, that's gonna happen. Indie devs,
if you establish yourself
will
more
do things
firm,
like that.
If you establish yourself more firm, then you shouldn't be afraid of your customers running away instantly.
Yeah, I mean, well, and that does lead, play into your argument that they're insecure. It's like Nintendo knows that they're not innovating and giving Pokemon fans what they're asking for, which is why Palworld was as successful as it was, is because that is what they asked for. They are scared that they're going to lose their actual player base to copycat games that are giving them what they want. And it's like, maybe Nintendo, maybe that's a thing that you should consider then. Maybe it's time to figure out how to give the people some of the stuff that they want. I mean, you're not going to please everybody all the time with everything that you do. It's just impossible. But if they're like, hey, we kind of want an open world thing, and we really liked this one version that you gave us before you went back to doing all of the same stuff again, can we have more of that? Maybe it's time to consider giving them more of that.
Yep.
I think the time of you'll take what we give you and like it is well over, and Nintendo does not want to let that go.
Yeah.
There are too many options these days.
Yeah, and that's always been Nintendo's thing. It's like, our stuff is Nintendo stuff, and now other companies are like, yeah, well, your stuff is actually super, super basic, and anybody can make anything that's similar to it, and that's why they're going after the super simple base mechanics that have no
pet battling
depth to them. Yeah, summoning a sub character, it's like playing a card or summoning a pet. It's like, oh yeah, you're going after the base that I just don't see it possible to enforce. Because honestly, if I was somebody getting sued like that, I'd point at Blizzard right there and go, that hunter character summons a sub character, and that sub character fights on behalf.
What are you gonna do about it? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's illegal too. Well, that's different. Why? Because that's Blizzard.
Well, that's different because your player character can still affect that. Yeah, but Blizzard also has battle pets. And that is solely a Pokemon thing. And y'all didn't get mad at that. I can't remember when Cataclysm got released, but it wasn't like last year.
That was 2012.
Yeah, so other games have been doing your thing for quite a while now. You're just mad because one of them is specifically doing
Jade
it.
Cocoon, what was a PlayStation? What, one or two? But it was a PlayStation rip off Pokemon. It's that same concept. You went around and caught monsters and trained them and battled them.
I mean, there's Digimon.
You could go back Digimon. Well, usually you don't summon one. They usually are out of like Pikachu.
Yeah,
but even
it's
then,
still
it's
sub characters that are going to fight another sub character
on your behalf.
Yes.
Yeah, like it is. To me, it is almost impossible to enforce that.
Nintendo gonna try.
Yeah, they'll try.
Digimon was around before Pokemon, so
technically Pokemon ripped them off, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Who are we to say? Yeah. Oh, now I have the.
But they took the concept of Digimon and improved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We made a few tweaks.
What Pokemon was and improved it. What the people have been saying for years what they wanted.
Yeah. All Palworld is doing is taking the Pokemon formula and improving it.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. You're not wrong. Just Nintendo doesn't like it.
Because they don't want to be forced to change.
That is part of it. Nintendo is like, we're an old company. We want things to be like we want them to be because that's how it has been. It's like, you guys got to drag yourself into the new millennia. It is just how it is, Nintendo. I'm so sorry.
They like to change. Well, Nintendo will change, but they like to do it at their own pace. It is the thing.
True. Yes.
But they will change for innovations and stuff, but they do it compared to the rest of the industry. They do it at such a slower pace than everyone else.
I just feel like the time for the choice of going slow like that is pretty much over. Things are turning so quickly these days that you either keep up or get forgotten. And Nintendo is struggling to... Probably some of the lawsuits are struggling to stay relevant. So... It is what it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the Pokemon cards, though, they are making bank.
Well, yes. Of course they are.
But maybe Palworld should release their own cards.
Oh, then they're going to try to patent the cards. Anything that is like shiny, if it is a shiny card, you cannot have it.
Well, Magic's fucked.
Yeah, I was about to say things like Magic the Gathering gonna
they're gonna have to stop their shiny collections now. They're no more foils for them.
Yu-Gi-Oh has entered the chat.
Isn't Magic even older than Pokemon cards? Yeah, so.
Magic's been around since the early '90s at least. But they didn't do the holographics then. They in fact some of the earlier Magic cards, you basically had to just know if they were rare or not. There was no like. They didn't start doing the symbols of common, rare, and uncommon until I want to say sometime after the Pokemon cards came out. When they started doing and Pokemon had their thing of helping which one was which easier. Because beforehand it was always just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this plays out because I'm sure this is going to be ongoing, as we have said for months and months in the past, and ever since this thing started. To be fair, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Usually, Nintendo is pretty big and aggressive, but they.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to be shut down one way or the other pretty quickly.
Palworld
Either
seems
judge is going to
aggressive.
rule, yeah, either the Palworld was going to have to shut it down, or they were going to get a ruling for Nintendo to knock their shit off.
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. I think this is why all the patents are coming through though, is because Nintendo was not winning in the closed doors meetings and whatnot. They were completely on the back foot. So now they're trying to put all these patents out here to give them something to fight from, and it ain't gonna look good on their behalf. Like you didn't have a case
We
beforehand.
filed a patent just recently for this for years ago. I don't know, if I was a judge in this, I would just be like, no, this is not going through.
Yeah. Well,
You're filing patents on things that have been out for years at this point.
decades.
Yeah, multitude of variations from it too. Like, I mean, it's just not something that's possible. It's like trying to patent breathing.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, no shit.
Although you probably did just give somebody an idea somewhere.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have the damn nose in the tubes, oxygen feeding you, patented.
Sad.
Yeah, but that's the kind of general stories that are going on. Nothing else really out in the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was like the main bulk of news stuff. If you want to call it that, it's kind of more samey same,
Yeah.
usual things we expected all along, or have been ongoing. Because I mean, the Nintendo Palworld thing has been ongoing pretty much since its launch. So.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Silent Hill F comes out soon. I think 6 days.
Some
5
people
days?
are already getting copies of it. Actually, I saw that it's one of those games where it's not being, the
4 days.
it's not being kept under lock and key like it should be, and I have a feeling that happens with a lot of games. It's just one of those where I've noticed it.
I mean, to be honest, if I was Konami, I'd want it. I'd want it slipping out there, and I'd want some of the people to go, well, this game's actually pretty good, because the reviews have it pretty highly rated right now. Like I've seen, I think the review roundup had it averaging like an 8.
Yeah.
Somewhere between a 7 and a 9 for most people, and that's pretty damn good for another Silent Hill coming out. That's a bit different from your regulars. So, I'm definitely get it out there to some of the bigger streamers or whatnot. Yeah, I can't play it yet, but I've played a little bit, and it's pretty good. I gotta say. And then everyone's kind of like,
I've seen the
let me check it.
in the subreddit for it this morning. I saw that somebody had picked it up early and had played a little bit of it, and they said that the combat feels very similar to the Silent Hill 2 remake, and that's not in a bad way. Like, it's been
No.
pretty smooth so far, and they had played for
I
like a
liked
couple of hours.
I liked the Silent Hill 2. I played the whole game through melee. I've fought everything with just a steel pipe, and it felt pretty good. Like, there were definitely times where the enemies would get animation locked into their attack, and there's no way to stagger them. But if you could hit them properly, you could stagger them a couple of times, and it felt weighty too. So I liked it. It was fun. It felt good. It's just one of those things where in the remake, you would have to pay very close attention to the animations of the enemies, because you would go hit once and then they would stagger, hit a second time they would stagger again, and then you'd have to watch, because if they go to do their wind-up animation, you cannot. Their animation will play through yours. So you have to go 1, 2, back up. You could always break your animation too with a dodge too. So you would always be able to counterplay that. You were never locked. They would be, and then you could kind of break from that. So it felt good. And this one having similar is good signs. Good signs.
Which I imagine will be mostly melee combat in that one, based on the era. But good to know. I'm glad it's doing well. I'm always a little sad when games are available before they're supposed to be, because I feel like it's one of those situations where it's. I'm trying to think of the best way or best analogy. It's like everybody gets to open a present on Christmas at the same time kind of deal, but it's not because that guy over there's already got his copy and he's playing it in the corner. It's like, whatever.
In a capitalistic society, you got to try to make sure that people, especially with a game like this, it's old and it's fresh into the series.
Oh, you mean like it's an old franchise that's getting a new entry?
Yeah, fresh entry into the series. You want to kind of get the waters churning a little bit so that people are more interested in what you're cooking this time instead of it just everybody being cold. It's like, okay, because a lot of people are like, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. It's good. It's good. Like you're feeling out these things where you're feeling a little more confident and being okay to buy it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, imagine it like with Silent Hill 2 remake. Imagine if everybody had to wait till day of. Everyone just going in cold. You don't know. Everyone's trepidatious. Oh, is it going to be good? Is it okay? Should I wait? Should I buy it? Now that we got reviews coming in, people getting a little early.
I went full in on it. I was ready. Without reviews and stuff, I was like, just give it to me. I'll decide. I'll make the decision myself, thank you.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money to just take a leap.
Well, I mean, in the infamous words of Randy Pitchford, if you don't like it, you could just refund it.
Yeah, definitely. Refund a Silent Hill game just 2 hours in.
That would be a mistake.
That would be a mistake.
Well, I mean, unless it was unplayable, like the game was actually crashing. Borderlands 4. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. Refund. Man, what would that dude do if, like, half the player base that already owns it figured out how to refund it?
They'd give him a bonus or some shit like that to make him feel better.
Probably. Well, you were talking about the melee combat in Silent Hill and how you figured out the rhythm of animations and things like that. I'm not good at things like that.
I know.
And I'm trying to play this Kingdom Come Deliverance game.
Oh yeah. It's a little bit of a rhythm game.
I'm not good at this so far. I'm not very far into the game, but I'm in a major town where the little princeling was like, I see you're learning the ways. Now fight me. Oh, but you already know how to do everything, and I literally have never had a sword before. Okay. Yeah, sure, big guy. This is gonna definitely whatever. Also, I don't like how I don't understand the archery yet, because there's no cursor or anything, and I'm trying to like guess where this arrow is gonna go, and it never goes where I think it will.
They call that aiming.
But I mean, I'm trying, and it's like I took 2 shots from the exact same position yesterday at a target, and one went up and over, and the other went off to the side, and I was like, I don't even know. I'm not sure how to account for this. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Practice.
Oh, he's over here.
I mean,
what this guy said.
I will, because I can go to the little archery place in the town, and I apparently have lots of free time because I got up at sunrise expecting that sunrise is when people in medieval times decided to get up and do things because the sun is up. I had an hour and a half of picking flowers on a hillside while I waited for the townsfolk to show up. So I guess I could have gone to the archery range, although at that point I hadn't had the archery tutorial, so I didn't have anything to take to the range. But now I do, so. You know, when I get up at what I feel like is a reasonable time, I'll just go and do that while everybody else lays in bed for 2 hours. I did do a lot of picking flowers, though. I was like, oh, these are new flowers to me. These are new flowers to me. And then when I ended up going to do that quest for the tutorial part where it teaches you how to fight, I was actually encumbered. Like, I guess I had picked a couple of extra flowers without seeing the icon pop up. And as soon as I started that tutorial and it did the cutscene and then put me into the fight where I was fighting the guy that's teaching me how to use swords, it's like, you're encumbered, so you can't sprint. And I was like, probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm encumbered.
While you're encumbered? Yeah, you should probably lighten the load a little bit.
Well, I went and sold all of my flowers, but you cannot sell them to any vendor. You have to sell them to the alchemy person or the general goods, because I guess, what is the leather worker going to do with these flowers? It makes
Sorry,
sense.
realistic. I
No,
told you
I
it's
don't
a
have a problem
super
with it.
realistic game.
I do not have... the only problem I had with it is that the alchemy guy, even after like 11 a.m., was still not open. I was like...
Oh, man, he slept in. He was
Okay.
up late last night.
So I finally realized I could take them to the general goods person and sell them there. I was like, just want to sell these things. Why is the only person I can sell them to? Oh, this guy will also take them. Okay, but not the grocer, who I thought might also take them, because they're flowers. So
They're flowers, not herbs, lady.
hey, it's sage. Sage is an herb.
Then he should have taken the sage at least.
He wouldn't. So I went and sold them to the general goods person. Thanks, general goods person. You're the real homie. I haven't made it very far. I want to be so invested in that story, but everything around it moves so slowly that I'm struggling
It's
a
a
little bit.
long-term RPG. I told you. You got to either commit, and like I said, it's got a steep learning curve, but if you enjoy the game enough, you'll enjoy just
Well, I want to
playing.
know what's going to happen to my little Henry dude. I'm invested in his story. It's just everything in between is very
It's so slow.
and arduous, and at one point I was like, oh, I can pick these flowers. I'm leveling up in herbalism. I can learn alchemy, and the alchemy guy's like, sure, I can teach you. That's 60 gold, and I'm like, now wait.
Go get a job. Go.
I can get a job?
Go.
I'm
I don't
supposed to
know.
be this dude's like employee now. Is that not my job? Do I get to go work at the bar?
Do you get paid?
I don't know. He didn't specify. I asked if I could join his army, and he said yes finally, and told me to go get training. And so I thought that was my job. Is that not my job?
Joining the army doesn't mean you get paid. They just feed you.
How do I get that food then? Where do I go to get fed? Because I do need to eat.
Steal everything.
I'm
Archery competitions.
not gonna steal
Poaching.
everything.
Cook the meat and it's not stolen anymore. Train lock picking.
I actually see the game's logic in that you stole raw meat. You have cooked meat in inventory. It's not the same. It's game logic, but I see it.
Hunting. Is steal as much as you can and sell it. It's one of the reasons most players prefer horse carry weight as the best stat.
Well, I mean, if you want to use real world logic, well, this person is missing raw meat. You're only carrying cooked meat, so couldn't have been you.
Yep. Surely I wouldn't have cooked the evidence. I don't know.
It's time for that.
I thought with as much as it like talks about how your actions and whatnot affect your overall demeanor and whatnot, I was like, I'm not gonna steal stuff, because then people will think that he's a bad guy, and I don't want that to affect his reputation.
Well, you got to make sure that you don't get caught stealing all the time.
Well, that's the problem, is with me.
You got to
never
understand,
know.
it's back in the old days. Everybody was out for themselves, and the world was
Well,
slow.
you know what? Surprisingly, you can pick a lot of flowers over the course of one in-game hour. So,
Yeah.
and they're not, the money coming in from them is not terrible. So far, my Henry is a very sensitive Henry who takes an hour out of every morning to go pick flowers and think his thoughts, okay? And then he goes and sells them to whichever vendor got up first. Oh, can I leave the town and just go, like, do whatever and come back?
I think so.
Okay, because I have, like, 3 side quests, but they're all, like, not in
Outside
town.
the gate?
Yeah, they're all pretty far away.
I think you can leave.
Okay. Where'd my horse go? I left him in the woods. These are all questions that I'm going to have to answer at some point, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I haven't played that. I haven't played very much of that.
Oh, well. It's commitment for reals.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm well aware. But, yeah.
Other stuff we played...
Whenever that goes on sale, I may have to grab it.
Oh, well, get
So
ready to full commit, okay?
100% Baki. You will, if you can. It's got a little bit of For Honor style sword fighting.
No, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'll be fine with it, and it's a huge deep RPG that you can get as whatever kind of play style you want to get. You want to go hunting bandits regularly? You can find bandit camps everywhere. Take them out
pockets
and steal all of their shit. Hell yeah. Lockpick, steal everybody's everything, sneak into houses and take all their shit. You can straight up. Like I said, it's like a much deeper RPG like Skyrim, except much deeper.
That might be why I'm struggling with it, because I couldn't get into Skyrim either for similar reasons. I mean, I'm going to try to stick with it. I gave Skyrim quite a good college try. Actually, I think I gave it 2 or 3 tries.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try it out. I just have very limited time to play solo stuff these days.
But yeah, by the way, it was only on sale for like $5.99, and we got like 3 of the DLCs for $2. So you can get it for.
Although the autumn sale is coming up, isn't it?
Yes,
it's very soon. I think it's the 27th.
Yeah, I'll wait until it goes on sale.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cheap too. So you can definitely, if you're interested in kind of something to really sink your teeth into and to like pull up and just play, definitely.
Not mess around with it in between all the closing shifts.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's why we never
it's
get
a real
to see you
good
anymore.
casual game that you can kind of sit back and play.
Speaking of not getting to see you anymore, the other night when you were at work, and it was just the 4 of us, Red and Cat, were there. We tried out the rework of the other farmhouse map.
We played Phasmo. We played Phasmo.
We played Phasmo, yes, and played. They just did. Is it Grafton? Is that the farmhouse? The first one was Bleedstone.
Yeah, they did Grafton.
They reworked that, and then they did a rework of Grafton. So now it's an abandoned farmhouse. Man, let me tell you, that game has not changed anything about the gameplay loop of it, and has only...
They added a couple of neat little things. You can record video sections or record audio.
Yeah, you can do audio recording and things like that, but they don't do anything with the evidence or anything. It doesn't change like the base gameplay at all. And they've made more cases in the little lobby thingy. Used to it was the cases of the cursed items that you had collected, and then it was the case of the like collectible things where you had participated in the events. And now they have a couple more cases with skulls for each of the ghost type that you have correctly identified. I feel like they're wasting a lot of their dev time on wallpaper.
Superficial stuff that
doesn't
really...
They've been teasing that Horror 1.0 or 2.0 or whatever they're calling it. 2.0, where they were going to revamp everything about the game, but it's taking forever to do that. And we're getting...
Honestly, I don't think they know how to do it. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like,
you think that's why it's taking so long? They can't decide.
Yeah, they weren't entirely sure how they're gonna redo it. And playing Phasmo, I totally understand. It's a slow pace.
Oh, it is painfully slow.
Find them ghost style, where I absolutely love Ghost Exorcism because I feel like it's got a good balance to it, to where you're not searching in every little nook and cranny for where the ghost is and having to go through the house and hoping it says something or kind of gives you a clue to where to go. Like, I feel like the ghosts are so passive and it's hard to pinpoint. And I've got a lot of hours. I got like 300 hours in it, and it's all been the same kind of hourage.
I feel like you run the gambit. You're either going to get a ghost that's too passive, so it's going to take you a legitimate real life 30 minutes before it writes in the spirit or ghost book, whatever ghostwriting book, or you're going to get the aggressive demon that hunts right out of the gate, kills the whole team, and then you guys are there for nothing. Like,
yeah, there's just something about in the Ghost Exorcism when I'm doing a walkthrough of the first one, and then the ghost is just standing there off in the corner, you're like, oh shit, there it is, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
This one, it's so passive, and a lot of the times it's so hard to see. Like, my screen will completely blur, and I can barely see anything. I was like, it's around here somewhere.
For Ghost Exorcism?
I can't. Yeah. Well, no, for Phasmo.
Oh.
Like, it completely blurs your screen, your heart beats fast, and you're like, I don't know where it is. I can't see it. It's too dark in here. I can't see shit.
Yeah, some of it is
definitely...
Then
the event goes away, and I'm like...
I missed
It's
it.
supposed to scare me, but I didn't see it anywhere.
Well, and you also, one of the things we were talking about when we were playing it, and Baka, you have been included on conversations very similar to this, is with Ghost Exorcism and similar games, you have, one, a chance to fight back, and two, if you get got, you can get resurrected. Well, first of all, you get the option to either just be knocked down or actually killed,
No,
but you
it's
can
not
be
not an option.
revived.
You don't get the option to be killed. It's either the ghost just knocks you down or it fucking
Well,
kills
yeah,
you.
I mean, like, it's but there's more than one thing that will happen to you. If the ghost turns on you, it's not guaranteed that you are out of the game for the duration of the game, essentially. Like
Ugh,
Chicken,
frustrating.
we were in the rework of the other farmhouse, the older one, and Red touched the Ouija board as soon as we got in there. Red touched the Ouija board and did not say goodbye or would not register that he said it or whatever. I never heard him say it. But it started the ghost immediately. And it, like, we had literally not even gone through the whole house yet. It came down the stairs and murdered Chicken. And so for that
Nope.
entire round of gameplay, and we never even figured out what it was because it murdered the rest of us eventually anyway, but he couldn't do anything. You can't do anything in Phasmo if you get got. It's almost like, why would you even stay in the lobby? Just drop out and go on to your next game or whatever. It doesn't handicap the people there, I mean, because you're already dead and they can't bring you back. But in Ghost Exorcism, not only can you be revived with your medkit, but as a ghost, you can still pick up all of the items. So you can be like, oh, let me move this camera for you so that the person on the bus can see if the orbs are over here. Or let me move this open ghostwriting book into place. You can still play and participate. With Phasmo, it
Not in
is
Phasmo.
so boring if you die. All you can do is
My-
stand there and try to watch your team.
My death in that one was brutal. I went upstairs and I was in the main little hallway and I checked the rooms, and then as I was walking through the upstairs hallway, there's the door that was closed and it went up to the attic, and I was like, oh, I haven't checked this yet. And I was standing in front of it towards the wall, and then I hear the sound, like the hunting music, and I was like, oh, it sounds like there's an event. Died instantly. It came straight through the door right in front of me, and I died instantly.
Yep.
No counterplay, nothing. I was like, oh, it sounds like it.
Yeah, no chance to go hide from it or run or anything like that because you didn't know where it was coming from or anything. Just instant.
I noticed, like, I think the last time we played Phasmo and I was there, not even like sometimes, like how the smudge stick used to make them run away from you. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do that as much anymore.
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Here's my redesign for playing in this, and it'll, because they want it to be a slow paced game, blah 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 blah. The sanity meter doesn't even matter really. Like it's about the ghost hunting style, but so much shit drastically affects your sanity that it's hard to really
hard to
use that as a gauge.
accurate gauge, yeah.
So fine. Ghost gets you get scared, senseless, or knocked unconscious. Your teammates can pick you up, new mechanics involved, can pick you up, or if you want to keep it, you're susceptible, they have to drag you out. So you get the whole dragging animation. They can drag you out to the truck and then leave you in the truck. Your sanity will slowly regen. You'll wake back up. You're going to have low sanity, but you will be awake again, and you can be useful. You can participate again, and then put more emphasis on the sanity system that lets people use it better instead of it just being so 1 and 0. It's like, oh, bad things happen, sanity drops. You're in the dark, sanity drops. You take pills, slowly get your sanity back up, but anything else happens, you drop right back down.
They also changed the way that the picture system works now. It's like 5 photos, which I assume that you can probably buy and upgrade at some point, but you can delete ones that you don't want. But before, if you did get got by the ghost, you could at least make your team a couple of dollars by having one of them take a picture of your dead body. And then any subsequent dead bodies that they found as well, as long as it wasn't the same body over and over again. Now that does not count. So like 1 picture of a dead body and that's it. So if three out of the 4 of you die, two of you don't contribute anything. You just died. Sucks to be you. They took a picture of one dead body. The other ones don't count. So it's you can't even get anything for the teammate that did bite it, aside from like the first one.
It's because you are only allowed 5 pictures now instead of the 10.
Yeah. So they count differently as far as points. And I know it's probably weird because there are people that are probably watching this, listening to this, whatever, going, weren't you guys like super huge into Phasmo when it came out? We were. And it was awesome when it came out because we did not have anything to compare it against. But we have had several subsequent ghost hunting games that have done things some better and some worse. So we can kind of see, you know, our options. And really, honestly, before, it did feel like there was more tension when the game was new and we were still trying to figure out how certain ghosts interacted and how certain things worked. But it's so far down the lifespan now that I literally bust open the house with the spirit box in hand, yelling, "Where you at? How old are you? Are you angry?" Because I don't give a fuck. I know I've got like at least 2 minutes before the ghost can even trigger hunts, unless it's a demon, in which case, who cares? But there's no counterplay, like Chicken said, so what's the point being afraid anymore? I'm either gonna die or I'm not. So
yeah, like that's, and
it cuts down on the tension of it.
Just had its 5-year anniversary, and we did play it when it first came out.
Yes.
And the gameplay has not changed much in 5 years.
And it's all the same stuff. So
5 years.
You can
Dots
be
was
like,
not
well,
in there originally. Dots was not in there originally. Dots is like the only thing that they've added in 5 years.
Dots was added in... Yeah, I guess you're right. That's it.
I think Dots is the only thing that's added.
And they've added ghosts, so the ghost flavor is what you're supposed to be. But let me tell you, sitting in a dark room in a video game going right in the book for 20 real-world minutes is boring as fuck. Like, it was tense before when you're like, oh my god, am I gonna die? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But now that we know how it plays, 5 years down the line, boring. Oh my god.
Very uninteractive is the best word that I can use. Uninteractive.
Yes.
And you can balance an uninteractive game with tension. But because there is no tension in the game anymore, like it's again always the same. And maybe like, and Griff is the perfect example. She is a scaredy cat.
I am.
Scary stuff scares her. And if your game is no longer scaring her, then that's kind of where your fear factor in the game is starting to lose its
I mean,
because she plays the same scary game. She's played Silent Hill and she still gets scared. She plays a bunch of scary games and they can scare her again. But with Phasmo, you're just losing that fear factor of it because it's, oh yeah, ghost is hunting. You either loop it, smudge it, or hide in a closet.
And hope it's not a Deogen.
Yeah. Like, oh, boy.
Yeah. After playing it for so long, it doesn't feel fresh enough anymore. The gameplay loop doesn't make it any fresher. Like, oh, is it gonna be a mare today, or is it gonna be a miling? Oh, that's the most exciting part. It's like, nah, it's really not, though. Did it turn off the power? Okay, it's not this. Did it do this one thing? Okay, it's probably this. Okay, are we all dead now? Just put a guess in your book. Let's go. Like,
yeah, pretty much. It's just,
it's not as,
it's lacking,
yes.
And they're doing so many collaborations now. It feels like they're
just doing window dressing though. They're not focusing
marketing off the game.
Yeah, they're not focusing on changing their game and improving it in any intrinsic way. They're like, hey, we reworked these 2 farmhouse maps and gave you a lighthouse. Aren't you excited? And it's like, well, first of all, these 2 farmhouse maps could have been just maps of their own. You could have left the other ones as they were, and these could have been auxiliary because they're nothing like the reworked farmhouse that you originally based them on. I don't know why you just didn't call them new maps. Especially since one of them, it went from being a farmhouse to really it's a manor. I mean, it's not a farmhouse. Mm-hmm. But it feels wasteful how you're spending the time reworking a lot of cosmetic stuff instead of making meaningful changes to the game otherwise.
Yeah, and like Horror 2.0, adjusting the main gameplay loop should have been something you've been working on or addressing the entire time.
But you're not. Or at least not publicly, and you're not making much progress behind the scenes either because you keep pushing that release for the Horror 2.0 further and further away. I don't even think that you have like a planned release date for it at this point. This game is on consoles, it's on PC, you know, it's gone through several launches essentially, but it's still not there. And that's weird to me. But what do I know? We're also, you know, having fun playing Ghost Exorcism, which is the people that were working on it. The studio is slimmed down to where it was just one person. That one person's handed it off to somebody else because of life stuff and everything. There's, you know, bugs that are in the game currently, but it's still more fun to play it that way than Phasmo is, because, you know, it's just, it is more fun. It's more, there's more to do, and you stand a chance against the ghost instead of it being like, well, he came down the steps and opened the door right in front of me and murdered my face within the first 5 minutes of the game, so I guess I'll just be dead this whole time.
At least with Ghost Exorcism, if I run in and get attacked by the ghost right away, I get knocked down, I can get back up. I just got to find the neutrino gun and basically keep it pacified while my team investigates. And even then, you have to be careful, because even with the neutrino gun, they can still sneak up on you or slam you or give you a heart attack and you're knocked out. Like, there are so many different... And also, way back when Phasma was in its younger years, I was 100% sold on the idea of having multi-ghosts in like things like the school and whatnot, where you've had to investigate, and it was always a tension-based thing where you're trying to deal with one and the other one's still kind of hunting around. Ghost Exorcism gives me that.
Yeah.
It lets me have two counterplays, and it makes it intense, because you are constantly struggling to find a balance of dealing with these two entities.
It's so fun, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then you get three. You can have three in a massive multi-entity rescue contract. You've got three ghosts running around in this map with a bunch of employees that you've got to grab and drag out, and all of your equipment is laid around everywhere, so you're in this constant race. You gotta go find the stuff
you need, but you'll have everything you need. Everything that is available to you is there on the map. And unlike Phasmo, where it's like, well, we've added a tiered system where we've got 3 versions of the thermometer, and one of them sucks and one of them is amazingly accurate. It's like, here's the one, but you gotta use it the right way, which I don't. I suck at the thermometer. But it just, it feels more rewarding than buying through, having to spend your in-game currency in your gameplay loop buying the upgrades for your items. It just kind of... And in Ghost Exorcism, you buy items if you want to do the more traditional, like, just ghost hunt exorcism things. We like the rescue mode because, like Chicken said, it sprinkles the stuff on the map along with employees that were there to do your job before you and had all gotten knocked out, so you've got to go and rescue them too. But you have access to everything, and then you're still trying to figure it out. It's just more fun. And it does have a level of jank to it as well. I know Phasmo's got that jank that people like, but... This one does too.
But it gives you more things to do. Like, even if we play with 6 people, every person has their own job. There are 6 different things. Baka is always running around with the Geiger counter, trying to find the invisible items or the
totems and cursed objects.
I did your job,
the totems, cursed objects.
You would have been so proud of me. I did it.
Griff is doing investigating. I'm doing the neutrino gun. Kat's on the...
She's on the bus
the cameras.
The camera stuff. She's also dragging a lot of the employees back.
Yeah, bringing the employees back. Like, there are so many different things to do. And you do 2 ghosts or 3 ghosts, you're in a constant struggle to try to, you know, the guy with the neutrino gun's trying to deal with this one while that other guy is being chased by the other ghost and has to go over there to reinforce. It's a lot more fun, and even as it's one of those things where it feels to me like they balance action and horror at the same time, where it's going, but you're also scared because you hear the fucking clown go, and does this little laugh thing, and you're looking for him.
And you're like,
trying to fucking do it. And then the demon runs up from behind you and gets you, and you're like, god damn it, I'm down, someone get the gun.
That happened. We had a demon and a clown in the same map, and it's just, those two are like the hyper aggressive ghosts in that game. So having them both in the same map was like, please make it stop. They're everywhere. They're just, the lady in the dress ran at me. The clown's head popped off, but it's still scary.
Yes, it's good stuff. I like Ghost Exorcism. I'm just sad that
You're making
it's
me
only
really
got one guy working on it right now.
Yeah.
I know, I like playing it. It's a good game.
If Red's
even
not
if it
here
is janky.
tonight, because I know Red doesn't like it, but if Red's not here tonight, we might play that. Maybe. We'll see.
No, but he's
We'll
fine with
see.
Phasmo.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but Red is nostalgic for the days when we were first learning Phasmo, when it was still fun and interesting because we were figuring it out, and he forgets that we know how it plays. So when he suggests it, which it was his suggestion the other night, we will play like 2 rounds of it, and then he starts to zone out a little bit, and we know he's looking at his phone because he's remembered that it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
That's not me dunking
super...
on Red. That's just how it is. Like, even I fall into that sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, wasn't this game super fun? And then we play a couple of rounds and I was like, nah, it wasn't. I mean, it was.
It was.
It's not now because I know too much about it. I know too much about it, and that's saying something because like Chicken said, I will replay the same games and still be surprised by stuff, okay? If you are unsurprising, like, if I'm unsurprised by your content at that point, that's sad. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry that you missed both of those nights, Baka, by the way. So, like I said, if you're into it, we may do Ghost Exorcism tonight. The bodies still flail around, but they count if you put them on the sheet. As long as they have touched the sheet once, it doesn't matter what rubber banding happens to them after that.
We played on the Longhouse one, and we had all the bodies there, and they would slowly kind of start stretching, like Stretch Armstrong. And at one point, one of the people got their arm stuck on the top of the van and started like floundering around, like whiplashing. And then somehow they got their other hand stuck on the moon. So they were literally jump roping from the top of the van to the damn moon, just like jump roping over the other dead body, or the other unconscious bodies. I'm just standing there going.
Well, and I think one of the things, okay, again,
this
is unintended fun for games like this, but sometimes when games have a little bit of jank, it is fun. We don't always see the same thing. I didn't see that guy attached to the moon, but the same guy for me ended up on top of that roof somehow with his legs poking. I got him down. I got him down. It still counted that he was on the little mat for saving, but that guy.
My other favorite part is that same map too. Before that happened, is that they were all kind of like all 4 of them were together on the mat, and 2 of them were kind of just slightly jiggling, and I was like, oh,
you know what an NPC looks like in an indie game, like that little, the doll, but it's like.
It's slightly jiggling. So I got on the mat and I was like, look at this person, they're not moving, and I crouched down and they all exploded.
Yeah, you touched them.
I was like, look at them, and I touched them and they just went boom, and they just stretched out in every way imaginable and then started floundering as much as they could. They all counted as still on the mat. So I was like, whatever.
Oh man.
Whatever. We'll just leave that as is. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Funny stuff.
That's one of those make your own fun games.
Yes. Yes.
We also did Repo, and Repo's got an update that I also really am looking forward to, by the way. Repo is doing, in the near future, if your friend has exploded, you can carry them around and their battery essentially will recharge for their head. So they may come back sooner than you're doing the turn-in thing. Because you can already, put them in the turn-in, and when you do a turn-in, it resurrects them at the same time. But if they got like pretty early on, you're not ready to turn in yet, their battery will come back.
Yeah, but they don't get to come back. They can talk to you and they can flop around.
Oh, I thought they actually came back. I misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
Even then,
no.
That's still funny and participative. Your friends get to come back.
Yeah, they get little feet now underneath their broken head, and they can kind of flop around and try to kind of follow you, and they can talk too.
That's funny. Okay, I kind of like that even better.
I like that, and again, competition makes it better for everybody, because what did Peak do? The rounds are so long, if you die, you are not just ignored by your friends. You get a little ghosty, you can zoom out, you can kind of give them ideas. You are still part of the group, because games like this, when you are part of a team and playing games with your friends, you want to play with your friends.
Yeah.
And if you get unlucky and die early, you're just fucked, and you're sitting there doing
He
nothing.
can also punish you for going out on your own away from your friends, too.
Yes. Peak wants you to stay together, but like Chicken said, you can scroll your ghost self out pretty far to see, so you can still help them navigate and even do a better job at navigation once you're dead, because you can see, I've scrolled out, there's no handhold up there, I can see it. But from beneath it looks like maybe there is, and things like that. So you're right. It is very important, and I wish that more games understood that if I'm playing a game that you've made co-op, and especially co-op, it's not necessarily even competitive, it's that you're playing it together with your friends. I'm here because I'm spending time with my friends. I don't want to get got in the first 2 minutes of the game and then have to spend the next 30 minutes AFK, essentially, tabbed out watching YouTube because I can't interact with my friends in any meaningful way. Like, I don't know why you would set your game up that way, to have nothing for the gotten players to do. Now, competitive games, I do understand. I get it. Like, Dead by Daylight, yeah, if you get got by the killer pretty early on, no. There's nothing for you to do. I get that.
Well, that's why in games like that, they allow you just to leave.
Yeah.
Because there's no coming back. You just leave and move on to the next one. It's like Killer Inn,
you
which
can
has
just
its
drop out and
play
keep
test
going.
next weekend.
Did everybody
next
ask
weekend
for entry?
Well, I make sure. Make sure you get in if you can. Next weekend is going to be the Killer Inn playtest. I think they're doing it for a week too. So.
Well.
Yeah, we played that and Repo and Peak a little bit.
Yeah.
Starting Rift again.
Yeah, Chicken and I found some randos to play Rift with, and that's been interesting. Chicken's a natural leader so even if he's not in charge, he ends up there somehow. And that's been weird. Like, the guy leading the group was like, well, I think we need to go over here, and then maybe we can do this. And Chicken's like, okay, here's our game plan. We're doing this thing, and this thing, because they're on the way to each other, and then we can go turn in. And they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Like, it just happens. Yeah. I don't know what turns on in Chicken's brain, but he can't be like, yeah, I mean, we'll just do this the inefficient way that person said. He's like, nah, honestly, here's the plan.
Well, I try to, but honestly, it's because I have to make sure everybody else is having fun. Again, now that I say this out loud, I think it's because my grandmother, she was always worried about everybody else around her, making sure that they had what they need and were doing what they were supposed to so that they could all have fun. But like, I'm on the map, I'm watching where everybody is, and I know what people are doing based on where they're at. So I noticed one of the guys was lagging behind. So I would just stand there and I'd wait, and then I'd ask him, are you on this quest? Are you doing this? No. So I'd always try to hustle him to kind of move in the right direction.
Like
everybody else is like going further away. So I'm kind of bringing this guy in, getting him his quest, trying to get him caught up, moving with the group, try to keep everybody together, kind of so that we can stay on the same page. And I mean, that's probably why I was a decent raid leader too, is like being able to, I did not have the critical part of it to an extent. I did have to kick people out. That was not fun, but I did it. But yes, making sure everybody is on the same page and in the same book is important so that everybody can have fun. We can move through things. I try to remove the parts that are boring to do. Like, oh, what quest are we supposed to grab? What are we supposed to do? What do you want to do this? It's like, okay, if I remove all of those options where it's like, grab this, this, and this, then we can go on. All right, cool. You don't got to worry about what we're doing or you can just go on. Oh, see that rift over there? You guys want to do that? Cool. Let's go kill that rift. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's get back on quest. Do this. We're all working together, kind of meandering and having fun. It's just, if people slide away or do run off and do different things, it's hard to keep everybody kind of maintained. But there are games where that's okay to do that in, where like Ark or Palworld or things like that, where it's like, all right, cool. Everybody's got to worry about themselves, do their own part, roam out about yourself, do your thing. So, but yeah, that's my mindset is I can have fun if everybody else is having fun.
I want you to remember that when you were like, why do you have to play the host like that? You're always just making sure that everybody has stuff, and that's why. Same principle, just not in game, in real world. So like when
but I actually have fun doing that. You get stressed doing that.
I can't not do it though. I'd be more stressed sitting there doing nothing. So
yeah,
just gotta pick and choose.
Yeah.
Buck, I know you've been working a lot, but have you been doing anything fun aside from work?
Game-wise, just little things to keep me busy, like for a little bit to try to wind down when I get off work, so I can go to bed, then fucking get up and go at it again.
Being an adult is the
Like
worst.
Marvel Snap.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, I mean, I play that on and off on my phone. I just sometimes I'll boot it up on the PC, throw some rounds in it. I've done a couple of rounds of Among Us. I think I had one evening where I messed around with hardcore WoW again a bit because I was just like got a weird itch for it at the moment. So
Why do you think I played Rift? I'm waiting for the Classic Plus so that I could do that because I definitely want to play Classic WoW. There's just that itch right there. That's like, you want to play WoW again? It's like,
Nope.
I like WoW. I like the 1 to 60 because it feels comfortable, and I like the progression through doing the dungeons, making my way to Razorfen Down, hoping to get the dagger drop this time. Like, I like that. It's nostalgic, and nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that right?
True.
especially if they do classic WoW Plus, similar to like what Turtle WoW did, where it's like we're going to actually add in more content instead of just going, yeah, it's the same game, but eventually we'll hit Burning Crusade. It's like, no, the Turtle WoW was adding so much cool shit.
You could slow the game down and stretch out the levels and add more stuff to that point. Make it different. Give me new places to explore, new dungeons to do, new equipment to earn.
Well, Turtle WoW did a lot of that. Like they
I
did.
know.
That they gave new areas to even level in.
That's why I was looking at it in early August. I guess you saw a lot of people talking about it, and I was like, definitely right up my alley. I want to.
Apparently, from what I've read about it as well, like since all the commotion with the lawsuits and everything, it has picked up even more in popularity as far as the servers, because people are like, let's go check it out. Let's go see what the hell's going on.
Hell yeah!
Why is this such a threat to Activision Blizzard?
You mean Microsoft?
Well, yeah, Microsoft in general.
All of the above.
But like, I mean, I was talking to Chicken about this. Like, part of the stuff in the lawsuit was, that they didn't want them to just stop running the server. They want the assets that they made, so all the extra content and everything. Like, they want all the files for that.
Yeah, they want it because I know what they want to do with it.
Yeah. Microsoft is looking at it going, we don't have to do the work really for most of this shit, so if we can just get all the stuff from them, let's work and we can make bank off of it.
Exactly.
And that is very much a Microsoft fucking move.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. That was an Activision thing before Microsoft, like, too. So like, they are definitely staying true to their tactics.
Yeah.
Like, and I know everyone's gonna be like, Blizzard's such the back. It's like Blizzard's not even in control of anything anymore. They're just a title in all this.
Yeah.
100%. Blizzard is cooked. They are gone. They got ripped apart when they got bought up by Activision and were forced to completely change their vision, and then they were completely dismantled when the big dog.
It wasn't like a instant rip up either. It just been slowly tearing at them.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was
nothing left.
2009, 2008 when they got bought by Activision, and Wrath of the Lich King was fantastic, and then Cataclysm came, and the microtransaction stores, and the horses, and the damn spectral horse, and all the little pets and cosmetics, and then they just started bloating it in there, and then this is where we were at now.
Well, every company wants to make money. I'm not going to begrudge you of that, but there's a limit before it feels, too obvious what's happening. Don't be too obvious.
Yeah, like I'm fine. You guys want to put stuff to make money in your game? That's fine. You've got to support it. But first of all, the monthly payment for playing WoW should be enough to run the servers. Okay. Now you're literally milking as many people as you can who still do pay that monthly thing, and all your monthly fee gets you is access to the game. It doesn't even give you any perks or anything. Where you have games like Marvel Rivals that are like, hey, we're free. You can play it whatever. Hell, they give you a bunch of tokens. You can do whatever you want in there and spend your tokens on whatever. I've got 100 and something hours in there, and I think I put $25 in the game total. Yes, I put money into it for sure. Microtransactions. I believe in dollar per hour payment, and if I'm at like 25 cents an hour right now, my time is well spent. I definitely, and some people don't want to pay any of it at all. That's fine.
I do think
I mean,
games
but I think
have the most, one of the best returns on entertainment value per hour per dollar spent.
Yes, 100%. I don't think there's anything else in the world that even comes close to dollar per hour entertainment style or dollar per hour use style. Like even vehicles, like I doubt you're driving like a $50,000 car. You gotta have to drive it for 50,000 hours, which I don't even think is possible.
Well,
let me check real quick. 50,000 divided by 24. You'd have to drive it for 2,083 days. Yeah, so 2,000 days. You have to drive for 66 months. Straight, 24/7. 66 months. To get $1 per hour out of your vehicle. Unless you buy a used vehicle, things like that. So, but those video games, yes, are expensive. But compared to other forms of entertainment, they are the best. Because look at a movie. You pay like $35 for a 2-hour movie. That's $17 an hour. $17 an hour to watch a movie.
Not unless you pirate it.
Hey, we don't take too kindly to the seas here. I'm kidding. We're all a little piratey.
No, matey.
Yeah. We do what we have to do. Because it is not a consumer friendly market these days. So the consumers have to fight back. Okay, people, enough spamming. I don't have my Discord notification off.
Oh, well, it's not being picked up. Red posted pictures of they got flowers and decorated their patio. Okay? Listen, I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Yeah, well, other than that, I don't think I've played much else these days. I'm looking forward to getting back into games eventually.
One of these days.
I play a lot of party games now.
Yeah, we definitely do that more than anything else. We also just have limited time these days, so for not, for anything other than, but we'll see. Maybe one day Chicken will get to stream again.
Expedition 33, I think, is what I want.
I keep hearing a lot of good things with that one.
It's on Game Pass.
It's a Final Fantasy, yes, it's a Final Fantasy X successor, and I have had this, which is ironic, I have had this overwhelming urge to play Final Fantasy X again, but I just don't want to, get into it, because it takes a lot of time. So I found a streamer that I used to watch. He played it several years ago, and I just watched a 40-hour game in 10 hours. So I got it out of my system. I did. Every time it'd be click, 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 fast. But I watched the entire game. And I watched all the important parts, things like that. It felt good. It gave me what I needed out of it. So.
Well, that's good. I wish that I could do things like that and get the full effect.
Yeah, I mean, I have such a memory that as I was watching, literally just pulling up all of my memories, basically going, oh, that's so nice.
I remember some things and not others, but I remember specific places in games sometimes, and because depending on how often I have played the game, it feels comfortable almost. Oh, look, I'd like to go to my favorite hangout spot, so let me, load up Fallout 4 and go to Good Neighbor or whatever. It's just, I don't necessarily remember everything about the plot, but there are some things about the games that feel like that for me. But I can't do that through just watching playthroughs. It's different for me. I have to. I think it's the same idea as audiobook. I can't listen or experience it through someone else. I have to do it myself, or it's not the same. Weird.
Yeah, well, different. I've had to learn to be fine with not getting to experience everything. So different lives. It is what it is. You make the best you can with what you got.
There you go. Well, anything else? No? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well then.
I mean, we're just sitting here talking for an hour.
I mean, that's kind of when we have more fun at this point, because we already know what the news cycle is going to be like. So just hanging out and chatting about games is kind of more fun for us.
It makes me want to play like having conversations like this makes me want to play games more, so that I have different things.
It does.
I mean, as if we play other things already. So.
I know.
But yes.
But I don't know. Fall's coming up, so maybe you'll get to stream at some point. We'll see. Oak is sometimes streaming. So I mean, just go to Twitch and look them up. It's Elite Chicken 313 or MDB Oak Tree, depending on which one you want to look for, or both. This goes up on our YouTube. I'm considering trying to do YouTube stuff again at some point in the future. But it's one of those situations where it's like, but where's the time for it? I'd like to. I've really been thinking about it a lot lately, but will I? Won't I? I'll let you know.
I'll let you know later.
And Baka does nothing but work these days, and that's unfortunate, and we hate it. Baka, come back to us. Well,
because we got to make them CEOs their money. They need their 9th house and 12th yacht and.
Look, if your CEO doesn't have 12 yachts, then what are they even doing? Okay.
I am so proud of you, Baka, for thinking of the CEOs and their hungry employees.
Yes.
Well, I mean, every once in a while they give us cake, which is nice.
Oh, well, maybe that's the trade-off.
Once in a while.
Anyway, let's get out of here. For Respawn, I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
Bye.